In this video, we're going to be writing quadratic functions in standard form, whose graph satisfies given conditions. So let's begin by seeing that we're writing in standard form. So what does that mean? Well, recall that standard form is y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So that's what we want to end in. So let's take a look at letter A. In letter A, we were given that the vertex was -3, 4, and that's all we were given. So we want to use vertex form here. So vertex form, recall, is y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. And our vertex, this is our h, and this is our k. Now, if it didn't give us a point to go through, then we're going to use an a value of 1. So normally they'd give you the vertex, and then it might also say through a point x comma y where they'd give you the numbers. But if they don't, you're going to use an a value of 1. So what we're going to do here is we're going to plug in what we have. So here we have y equals, now our a value, we're using a 1. So we'll plug in the 1 into the a's spot. Then we have x minus our h quantity squared. So again, remember this is supposed to be our h, which is a -3. And we have our plus k value, which in this case is 4. So this gives us y equals x plus 3 quantity squared plus 4. So now we're almost there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to need to evaluate x plus 3 quantity squared. So we're going to take this piece, and that's like saying x plus 3 times x plus 3. And so now we're going to FOIL that. So x times x is x squared. X times 3 is 3x. 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times 3 is 9. So if we combine our pieces here, that gives us a 6x. So we have x squared plus 6x plus 9. Then don't forget about our 4 back here that we still need to add. So we're going to bring that down, and we're going to add 4 there. So our 4 here comes down to right there. And that's going to give us x squared plus 6x plus 13. And that is going to be our equation in standard form. And then we're done. If we take a look at letter B, here we're seeing that we have been given 3 points that our graph passes through. Now notice that here we're given an x-intercept, and here we're given an x-intercept. And we know they're x-intercepts because our y values are zeros. So these are x-intercepts. So basically that could be our P and that could be our Q. We would then use the -4 as an x and the 20 as our y value. I'm going to use a different color there, our y value. And so we can set this up in intercept form. So recall what intercept form looks like. So intercept form is y equals a times x minus p times x minus q. So we're going to fill in the things that we have. So we have a y value, which is 20. And we have an a value. Nope, we don't have an a value. It wasn't in one of the things that they gave us, so we'll leave our a there. But it did give us an x value of -4. Minus our p value, which is a -9, times an x value, which we have, -4, minus our q value, which is -2. So in here we have 20 equals a times 5 times -2. So what I did was I evaluated this first piece to get the 5, and then evaluated the second piece to get the -2. And now I want to solve for a. So I have 20 equals -10 times a. So I'll divide both sides by -10 to get my a by itself, and we'll see that a equals a -2. So to finish, we can plug this into our intercept form as y equals -2 times x plus 9 times x plus 2, because remember we have the double negatives. So if we look at that a little bit different, then we have x minus -9 and x minus -2, and that's where we get the pluses from. So now we need to FOIL our pieces. So we're going to go ahead and we'll do the first times the first, so x squared, then x times 2, which is 2x, and then 9 times x, which is 9x, and 9 times 2, which is 18. So we'll combine our like terms, get an 11x plus 18 plus x squared. But remember, our -2 is still out there. So -2 times all of that. So I'll distribute the -2 and get y equals a -2x squared. So again, the -2 into here, so now it's going to go to there, which is going to give us a -22x, and then it's going to go the last piece to the 18, and that's going to be a -36. And now we have nothing left to multiply, so our equation is in standard form now, and we're finished.